Right, here we go. I need to get my fucking car back now because my car got blew up in that other fucking session.
Hello, this is Morse Mutual Insurance.
Ow.
I can do that.
I got 99 grand insurance on this car. And the new car that won off the casino.
How you doing?
Right, let's go. Gonna go and do... There's some good we can do. Ah! I know. We'll go to the office and we'll resupply my my little area. Oops, shit. That's what it was called. Because kind of the conversation I was having in one of the previous streams about like game theories or theories about this game, I'll carry on with them. And another one I've had is, well, actually to be honest with you, I don't know if there is any. Oh yeah, there is. There's the affiliate killer, who is a in-game serial killer who I'm suspecting is based off of the Zodiac killer. of California who, if you're from California, then you'll know more about this person than I do. But I'm from the UK, so I don't really understand it much. And how the story goes is that he was a serial killer who never got caught for his crimes. Well, his crimes, because no one knows what he did. Well, everyone knows what he did. He killed like, I think it was, he killed a bunch of people. I know that. Like, he killed a bunch of like Californian people. Like, I know one of them was a taxi driver in California, but only one I can remember was one about, he was the taxi driver one. Is the only one I can remember.
When I'm a founder, I want a collection like this.
Right, dude, shut the fuck up.
No problem. Your personal
and he, shut the fuck up, dude. And he, pretty much he murdered a bunch of people, and no one knows who he is into this day. And I know he sent a load of coded messages to like newspapers, and obviously no one, like, one of them, like he said that one of them he'd send would give away his name, but the one that got decoded, which got decoded in 2013, I think, so that's like about 8 years ago, got decoded 8 years ago, and but when this happened in like the 1980s or 1990s, so he obviously knew what he was doing. And I know one of the suspects that he did, or one of the suspects that they thought they killed him, that was him. The suspected was the Infinity 8 killer, was this dude.
What up, though, motherfucker? Let me tell you.
And there was one, well, I was telling about another one that's happened in America, which was Tylenol, the Tylenol murders. That was one in Chicago. And that one I can explain a bit more about, because obviously I don't know much about the Zodiac Killer, even though the Zodiac Killer is more known than the Tylenol murders. And one of the letters that got decoded, or the only letter that got decoded, said that he murdered for fun, because he was bored, which is pretty fucked up. I mean, no shit, and it's fucked up. And he basically explained that why. He explained pretty much everything in this letter, like explained why he killed. And like I said, the suspected the guy who did it might have had like knowledge, but obviously no one like knew what he was. Although another one I could probably explain, who had said a bit who's I'd suspect is a bit like the Zodiac Killer would be the Unabomber. Or, yeah, I don't know if it's Una or Uni. I think it's Una. I think it's UNA. Like the Unabomber, who I'll leave the Zodiac Killer because that's pretty much all I know about him, is that he was a killer and he never got found and all that shit. But however, about the Unabomber, is that I know he was a dude who lived in a cabin somewhere in America. He lived in the woods, and I only know this mainly from what I've read up on him and from the story of Crybaby, because it basically says his dad is, spoiler alert for Crybaby, he says in it that Crybaby, the character, his dad was the Unabomber. That's pretty much what he says. And he goes, well, and they mention him. I don't know if they say his dad's the Unabomber, or if they say like someone he knows is the Unabomber, or fuck, something like that. And he explained it all. And what he did was he sent like bombs to like all these places, like A, like one that began with A, next one began at B, next like bus station, cafe, stuff like that, like going in like alphabetical order. And I'm pretty sure he got caught because his brother recognised recognised obviously the Unabomber's handwriting. And obviously he went to the coppers and went pretty much, well, he went, yeah,
okay, we need to do
I know
something
who
big,
this is.
something theatrical, something
It's my
Vinewood,
brother's.
baby. We're promoting our DJ.
Like goes, it's my brother's handwriting. Which, if that's your brother, wouldn't you sort of like back him up? So I've got like, oh no, sir, I don't recognise him, and go, like recognise him, like recognise handwriting, then you don't really turn him in and go, well yeah, that's my brother. You better go, oh no, I don't recognise him. Then you get on the phone to your brother and go, yo, like Jerry, the police are here. Are you the Unabomber? And then if he goes, yeah, then he goes, right, secret safe from me. That's not something you fucking grass to the police about. He's just grassed his own fresh flesh and blood into the bobbies, into the police, for being the Unabomber, which is not something you want to grass about. Like, sorry, you know, but nah, fuck that. My sister, I don't have brothers. My sister became like came like the England version of the Unabomber, and I recognise her handwriting. I wouldn't go, oh yeah, that's my sister's handwriting. I'd go, Shauna, the police are here saying the Unabomber's got the same handwriting as you, and then she goes, well yeah, it's me, and I'll go, alright, sleep safe for me. She's my big sister, I'm not gonna fucking let her go to prison. Anyway, enough about my sister probably being a fucking English Unabomber. She isn't, by the way. Love you, Shauna. And anyway, I'm sure what I was going about. Oh, the Tylenol. The Tylenol. It's had a sex, obviously. It's American, so obviously it's like Tylenol. It's like says like that. Actually, I've got the English tongue, so had to say. And that one's just pretty much a fucked up story as well. And the story with that one goes as these, like, there's this company in America who makes, like, obviously people from America can back this up or not. Like, they say that They say that these Tylenol pills in Chicago, like this is back in the 90s as well, I think. Yeah, the 90s. A fucked up time for the Americans. And like I said, it's like not really something you grasp on your fucking, like, yeah. Anyway, but Tylenol medals again, sorry. And that was another case happened in like the 90s, and like I said, it's just a fucked up time for Americans. Well, actually, the Zodiac was at 60s or something like that. So it was pretty fucked up. And all that pretty much needs to be known is that the Americans, well, these pills, like these pills of Tylenol, which I think is a prescription tablet, I think. Or just a tablet you can buy off the shelves. I think it must have been like a headache relief or something like that. I don't know, because I don't know what Tylenol is. They don't sell it here in the UK. And if I turn that down. And like I was saying, and it was something to do with these, obviously, pills of Tylenol, and these people, and these like random people bought them, and I think it was 5 that got killed. 5 people ingested these Tylenol pills and died, and because they were laced with, I believe it was cyanide. I don't know, because I don't know the story. But I remember these three of them were all from the same family and all died in the same day. So that family, they lost 3 members the same way. Lost 3 members of the family the same day, the same way. And I was like, fucking hell, that's fucked up. Which, not wrong. But, yeah, that happened. And these, by the way, and ow.
That was insane.
And yeah, these, and they basically got the bottles from them, and a bottle from a 12-year-old girl who died as well, or who was seriously injured by it. I don't know if she got killed or whether she was seriously injured. I don't remember. No, she died. Yeah, she died. And the coppers took the bottles of them, and like we basically went, well, smelled the bottles, and apparently cyanide, and it said it smelled like bitter almonds. I think it said, and basically, and then cyanide's supposed to smell like bitter almonds when mixed in, and obviously this caused a massive, like, not even media frenzy, like frenzy into the company, and they took millions and millions of bottles of Tylenol off the shelves, well, of the drug Tylenol, which lost Johnson & Johnson, who does sell stuff over here, but it's like baby fucking talc and all that shit. And he pretty much lost the company, like fucking millions. When I say millions, I mean fucking millions of pounds. Well, it'd be dollars. So if it was American money, go. Lost them millions and millions of dollars due to them having to take all the products off the fucking shelves because of the poisoning. And the poisoning, they were basically going, well, what the fuck? Basically like, well, what the fuck? Who's been doing all this shit to our town now? They were like, well, okay. And they had these, like, this is what made safety caps on pill bottles invented. This is how that's why this came around. It's because of the Tylenol murders. And they tried to explain it, pretty much. They couldn't explain it. And to be honest with you, they still don't know who to this day fucked the Tylenol bottles. Like, who basically did it. They don't know who did it to this day. And I know this one guy. It was a few months in. I think it's like a year or a bit after the cases. I think I might have been a couple of fucking years later. I don't know. It wasn't a fast investigation. Like it wasn't one of those that went, oh look, oh yeah, found him, okay, yeah, boom, done. Like in a couple of months. Wasn't that. So I'm going to this town, to his death. And they pretty much tried to, well, they couldn't say outright that it was murder.
I'm so glad I didn't go to business school. I'm ready to work. Let's do it.
So, like, they couldn't say that it was murder. Well, they could. Well, no, they couldn't, because they couldn't. Like, they'd all bought the pills from different, like, factories, and then they got them from different supplies and all that shit. Basically all the legal shit. So the legal shit that they thought they would get from it fucked it up. Because they were all like, well, they got the pills from here, but they got their pills from there. So they were like, well, they don't know what's going on. Or they couldn't explain
What
it.
do you need? I guess you get a collection like this when you're the majority shareholder.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, dude. So they tried to explain it, and they were like, well, they couldn't explain it. They were obviously like, the public were like, well, give us an answer, and they were like, well, we can't. We don't know what happened. They were like, oh, it might just been bad, like, pills that have gone off. And they did them, and it, like, wasn't even that. They said fucking, someone there who got fucking years. Who got absolutely pummeled for it. Is the only way to explain it. Yeah, these dudes got fucking pummeled for it.
You need something, huh? One of your rides? Let me know. I'll bring it to you. Okay? I got stuff to do.
They couldn't explain it. Which I can't blame them. So how the fuck do you figure that? Like, how do you explain that? Oh, how did he die? Oh, poisoned Tylenol pills. Like, the most logical thing you could think of is probably, oh, the pills are off. But then you look at the bottle. Like, look at the bottles. And it smells like almonds, and it could be like, oh, almond flavoured pills or something like that. But no. Cyanide. It smells like almonds. Or bitter almonds. Like, sour almond. Like, no, what the fuck? Bitter, like, gone off. Like, gone off almonds, pretty much. Like, almonds past the sell-by date. Is the only way I can basically explain it. Because, to be honest with you, I don't really get it myself. The only way, that's where, really only way I can explain it. I've got to say kudos to the officers for not, like, giving up. Well, that's not hitting. I'm not fucking. The button is literally not working. Hit the fucker. Hit the bitch. Shoot! That's because they're going down. Okay. Some horse with the deck backpack. Okay. Anyway, and what was that? Oh yeah. And this dude pretty much just was like, okay, well, explain it. And they basically, as soon as they thought of a logical explanation, they once found out they was poisoned, they started looking for suspects. Couldn't find one. And I'm pretty sure they actually did solve it. I just don't remember who the fucking criminal was. I'll have a look. So I've got my phone here, I'll Google it. (1982), that's when it was. No, they don't know it. They don't know who did it. And yeah.